Hi everyone, welcome to Storytime. My name is Evelyn. I am glad that you are here listening to stories today, and I hope that you remember to bring your hands so that we can get our rhythm going. Ready? Here we go. Boing, boing, squeak. Boing, boing, squeak. There's a story in my house. It's been about a week. I don't know where it came from. I don't know where it's been. I don't know. Where did it go? I want to hear it again. I look to my left. I look to my right. I look all around. It's still out of sight. I look on the ground and over my head. Shh! There's something in my bed. What do you think it is going to be today? Oh, it's our friend Sylvester. Hi, Sylvester. How are you doing today? Oh, hello. I'm doing pretty good. I had an idea for what today's story theme should be. Oh, okay. Do you want to tell me what it is? Yeah, I think it should be outside. Oh, that's a good idea because you like to live outside? Yeah, I sure do. I like to live outside in the garden, and sometimes I take a tiny nibble off of one of your plants. Oh, Sylvester, please don't do that. Oh, sorry. I just get so hungry. All right, well, I understand that you get hungry and you need to eat, so I guess it's okay, but just maybe just the leaves and not, everything else. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can do that. All right. I think you should tell outside stories. All right, Sylvester. Well, you usually have good ideas, except for when he said we should do an all snail story time. Hey, that was a good idea. Well, it's just that I didn't have any snail stories, so that made it a little harder. But outside is good. I've got lots of outside stories and stories about plants and all kinds of things. So should we do that today? Yeah? All right. Well, Sylvester, can you go sit over there and you can listen to stories if you want? Okay, I might do that. Or I might just go back outside. I don't know. Time will tell. All right. Bye, Sylvester. Well, our first story is about some great friends that live outside and help gardens grow. This is called The Worm Family Has Its Picture Taken. And this is by Jennifer Frank and David Ezra Stein. The Worm Family Has Its Picture Taken. Mrs. Worm lay at the top of a giant dirt pile watching her children. They were wriggling their bodies into all kinds of delightful shapes. She hoped she'd always remember how squirmy, slimy, and cute they were at this age, but she did not have a very good memory because her brain was so tiny. I know, she declared. I'll have our picture taken. The very next day, Mrs. Worm called Mr. Muskrat, the photographer, to arrange a time. Then she told her family. That is so cool, the oldest, Emma exclaimed. She loved the idea of being able to see herself hanging on the wall every day. Emma could hardly wait to tell her friend Ellie. How splendiferous, squealed Ellie. We had our picture taken last year and it was amazing. We had the most beautiful smiles. Cool, said Emma. But then she thought about how worms don't have teeth. How would they have beautiful smiles in their picture? Oh well, she decided. We will still have a nice way to remember our family. On her way home, Emma bumped into her friend Abigail and told her about the family portrait. Too fabulous, meowed Abigail. I just love having my picture taken. My human always takes me to the beauty salon first, so that my big, poofy hair will look especially gorgeous. Cool, said Emma. But then she thought about how worms don't have hair. How could they look poofy and gorgeous in this picture? Oh well, she decided, we will still have a nice way to remember our family. As she continued on her way, Emma was feeling a little bit less excited. At the forsythia bush, she saw her friend Olivia sitting on a branch. Emma told her about the portrait. "Ooh, wow-wee!" squeaked Olivia and flitted high above Emma's head. "My family took one of those just last week, and all our colors made it look like a rainbow." "Cool," said Emma sadly as Olivia fluttered away on the breeze. She was already thinking about how worms are just one color. Her family was beautiful, she knew they were, but there would be no bright colors in their picture. Oh well, she decided, we will still have a nice way to remember our family. But the rest of the trip home, Emma couldn't help feeling much less excited. As Emma fell asleep that night, she thought about what her friends had said. How was her family going to make their portrait special? When she woke up, she had an idea. The day of the photo shoot arrived, and Emma had a surprise for everyone. Looks like she's got a whole bin of dress-up clothes. "Pretty," her little sisters squealed excitedly. Mr. and Mrs. Worm were less sure. Their new look was not comfortable. Look at their shoes. They each have one. Even though the Worm family arrived at the studio on time, Mr. Muskrat would not take their picture. "I am sorry," he said. "I have an appointment with a family of worms. You will have to come back another day." "But we are the family of worms," said Mrs. Worm. The photographer laughed. "For one thing, worms do not have teeth," he said. Mrs. Worm quickly instructed her family to spit out their fake teeth. "And they do not have hair," said Mr. Muskrat. The family took off their wigs. "And they most definitely are not colorful." The family undressed. "Ah," they all said. "Oh," said Mr. Muskrat, looking very surprised. "I am terribly sorry I didn't recognize you." Then together, the Worm family wriggled and squiggled and squeezed into a delightful pose only a worm family could make. And they spelled out the word cheese. C-H-E-E-S-E. Mr. Muskrat snapped the picture. The first of their many annual portraits was taken. The next morning, Emma sat with her family, admiring the portrait now hanging in their worm hideaway. "It's perfectly perfect," she whispered. And she would have reached out and given them a great big hug, if she'd had arms. The end. Let's see, let's do the pirate song. You can get up if you want to, or you can do it sitting down. When I was one, I sucked my thumb on the day I went to sea. I jumped on board a pirate's ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea." When I was two, I tied my shoe on the day I went to sea. I jumped on board a pirate's ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea." When I was three, I tapped my cheeks. Wait, no, that's not right. I tapped my head. No, what was it? I tapped my knee on the day I went to sea. I jumped on board a pirate's ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea." When I was 4, I shut the door on the day I went to sea. I jumped aboard a pirate's ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea." When I was 5, I jumped and jived on the day I went to sea. I jumped on board a pirate's ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea." Good job, everyone. You can go ahead and sit down. All right, our next book is called Pride Puppy. Let's see, where is the puppy? Right there. Gonna want to keep an eye on that puppy. Pride Puppy. Oof. A for awake, animals and all. B for breakfast, and baby and ball. C for car, our old Chevrolet. D for dog, dressed up for the day. Looks like that dog has a cute rainbow bandana on. E for everyone under the sun. F for feathers, for flags and for fun. G for grandma at our meeting spot. H for hats and hungry and hot. I for ice cream, sticky and sweet. J for joining the crowds on the street. Oh, looks like the baby dropped their ice cream. K for kindness and friends that we're keeping. Oh no! L for leash and for loose and for leaping. It looks like she fell and the doggy jumped away. M for missing. We search high and low. N for nearly and next time and no. Look at that doggy running away. O for oops. Our hopes are fading. P for puppy, proudly parading. Look at that puppy. It got on the float in the parade. Q for queen in a beautiful dress. R for rainbows and a really big mess. I think it looks like maybe a puppy ran through here. S for school bus and students with signs. T for teachers and toddlers in lines. Oh, but look, she's so sad because they don't know where their puppy is. U for umbrellas with colors so bright. V for victory and holding on tight. Yay, look how happy the family is now. W for wags and wide smiles all around. X for exhausted, asleep on the ground. Y for yawns, as we drive away. Z for zzz, at the end of the day. And it looks like even the puppy is sleeping. The end. That was a pretty big adventure that puppy had, huh? Looked like it maybe had fun while it was outside. Okay, let's see. You show me your hands. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open. Open, shut them, open, shut them, lay them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, slowly creep them right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, ah, but do not let them in. Shake them, shake them, shake, shake, shake them just like this. Roll them, roll them, roll, roll, roll them. Blow a little kiss. Mwah! Good job, everybody. Our next story comes from this book. This is one of my favorites, Tops and Bottoms by Janet Stevens. Well, once upon a time, on a big farm lived a bear. Well, I say it was a farm, but it wasn't really a farm because Bear was very lazy and he didn't want to grow anything because growing plants is a lot of work. So it was just a big, big piece of land. Bear had lots of land. He had lots of money, but all he did was sleep. He was very lazy, and that was his favorite thing to do. On the other side of the land lived Rabbit. Rabbit was a hard worker, but Rabbit had a big family to feed and was very poor. He was also very clever. One day he went to Bear with an idea. Knock, 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 knock. Oh, said Bear. What? Who's at the door? Huh? Open the door. Oh, it's you, Rabbit. What do you want? Wake up, said Rabbit. Bear, I have an idea. We can be business partners. You have a lot of land, but no garden. I have no land and no garden, but I know how to plant. So, how about this? I will plant everything. I will do all the work. I will harvest it all. We'll split the harvest right down the middle. How does that sound? Oh, said Bear. Oh, I don't have to do any work? Oh, no, said Rabbit. I will do all the work. Okay, I guess that sounds like a pretty good plan. All right, said Rabbit. Just tell me, which halves do you want? Do you want the top half or the bottom half? Bear thought, I'll take the tops. Yes, I'll take the tops. You've got it, said Rabbit. I will bring you the harvest and you'll get all the tops. Okay, said Bear. Now go away, Rabbit. I'm going to go back to sleep. And so he did. Well, Rabbit and his family worked hard. They planted. They watered. They spent lots and lots of time in the fields. And before long, things started to grow. First grew spicy red radishes, and then some delicious brown potatoes, and finally some sweet and snappy orange carrots. Well, as soon as the harvest was done, Rabbit went back over to Bear's house, and he knocked. Bear, Bear, wake up, wake up. What is it, said Bear. Oh, Rabbit, it's you, hi. Yes, it's me, said Rabbit. Harvest is all done, and just like you said, you get all the tops. And he picked boop, 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 and gave all the tops to Bear. And then he picked for himself the carrots, the potatoes, and the radishes. There you go. Hey, said Bear, you tricked me. You got all the yummy stuff to eat, and all I got was this. There's nothing here. I can't eat this. This is no good. Oh, said Rabbit. Well, I am very sorry. Would you like to do it again? Yes, said Bear. You plant the field again. You do all the work, but this time I get the bottoms. Okay, said Rabbit. You've got yourself a deal. So Bear went back to sleep, and Rabbit went back to work. Rabbit planted and watered and waited, and pretty soon things started to grow. This time, what grew were sweet red tomatoes, leafy green asparagus, and tasty pea pods. Well, when that had all grown, Rabbit went over to Bear's. Knock, knock.
Huh? What? Oh, it's you, Rabbit. What's going on?
Well, it's harvest day, and just like you said, this time I'll take the tops and you get the bottoms. So Rabbit took for himself and his family the tomatoes, the asparagus, and the sweet pea pods, and gave Bear the roots.
Hey, said Bear, you tricked me again. You got all the good stuff, and I just got the... I can't eat this. This isn't yummy. Do it again, Rabbit, but this time I want the tops and the bottoms.
Oh, said Rabbit, of course, I am so sorry. You have got yourself a deal. Well, Rabbit went and planted the garden. He planted seeds, he watered, whoosh, he weeded and did all the work, and he and his family waited. Pretty soon, everything was growing, and it was harvest time. This time, Rabbit had planted delicious sweet yellow corn. He went over to Bear's house. Knock, knock, knock. Bear, Bear.
What? Oh, hi, Rabbit, it's you.
It's harvest time, and I remembered what you said. You want the tops and the bottoms.
Yeah, said Bear, that's right, I do.
So Rabbit went and picked the tops, boop, which were just the little yellow tassels off the top, and the bottoms, boop, which were those roots, and gave them to Bear. And for he and his family, he picked all that delicious sweet corn.
Hey, said Bear, you tricked me again. You got all the yummy sweet yellow corn, and I just got the roots and the tassels. I can't eat this.
From now on, I'm going to plant my own vegetables, said Bear.
I am not going to work with you anymore, said Bear.
Oh, that's okay, said Rabbit, because by this time, Rabbit had sold enough vegetables to buy his own land and have his own garden. Well, from then on, Bear and Rabbit, they stayed neighbors, and they even stayed friends, but they never worked together again. The end. I think that one is so silly and so much fun. All right, let's get our fingers out again. I have 10 fingers. They all belong to me. I can make them do stuff. Want to see? I can make them jump high. I can make them jump low. I can fold them all together and sit just so. I can squeeze them tight. I can open them wide. I can fold them all together. I can make them all hide. I can make them jump high. I can make them jump low. I can fold them together and sit just so. Our last story is a new book called Keep an Eye on Ivy. This is a little bit about bringing the outside in. This is by someone named Baru. I'm very happy today. That's because it's a special day. Today it's my birthday. Look at that. There's a cake and some presents and a little plant. I've been given lots of presents. My favorite one is green, and her name is Ivy. I have to take good care of her. On Monday, I see Susie in the living room. Hello, Susie. Have you seen the cat anywhere? No, he must be outside chasing mice. Ah, that makes sense. I'm going to my judo class now. Will you keep an eye on Ivy for me? Thanks. There's Ivy. Hello, Grandpa. Have you seen the cat or Susie? I can't find her. Well, it's Tuesday, so your sister must be at her music lesson. Ah, that makes sense. I've got to go out now. Will you keep an eye on Ivy for me? Thanks. Hello, Grandma. Have you seen the cat or Susie or Grandpa? Well, it's Wednesday, so Grandpa must be at his chess club. Ah, that makes sense. I'm going to play outside now. Will you keep an eye on Ivy for me? Thanks. Seems like Ivy is getting awfully big, doesn't it? Hello, Dad. Have you seen the cat or Susie or Grandpa or Grandma? Well, it's Thursday, so Grandma must be meeting her friends at the library. Ah, that makes sense. I'm going to do my homework. Will you keep an eye on Ivy for me? Thanks. Hello, Mum. Have you seen the cat or Susie or Grandpa or Grandma or Dad? Well, it's Friday, so your dad has probably gone to play football. Ah, that makes sense. I'm going to bed now. Will you keep an eye on Ivy for me? Thanks. Hello, Ivy. Have you seen the cat or Susie or Grandpa or Grandma or Dad or Mum? It's very strange. Where could everybody be? Jump, jump. Mom, where's my saxophone? Ask your father. Ouch! Someone stepped on my toes. Can you turn the light on? Meow. This is very annoying. I wanted to make a cake, but I can't find the kitchen. Have you seen my red tie anywhere, darling? Oh, here you all are. That's good. But who's keeping an eye on Ivy? Ivy, I'm very disappointed in you. It's rude to swallow people without asking first. If you're hungry, let me know. I'll share my sandwiches with you. But guess who'll be keeping an eye on you now? Everybody. The end. All right, thank you for listening to stories today. It is now that time where if you would like to get up and dance, you can do that, or you can just stay sitting down. It's up to you. There was a rooster from France who didn't know how to dance. The only thing that he could do was knees up, Mother Brown. Oh, knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, never let the breeze up. Knees up, Mother Brown. Sit back down. Rabbit tricked Lazy Bear, which really wasn't fair. The only other thing that he could do was knees up, Mother Brown. Oh, knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, never let the breeze up. Knees up, Mother Brown. Sit back down. Robot would just like to say, thanks for listening to stories today. The only other thing that she can do is knees up, Mother Brown. Oh, knees up, Mother Brown. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Knees up, Mother Brown. Beep, beep, boop, beep. Knees up, never let the breeze up. Knees up, Mother Brown. Faster. Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, never let the breeze up. Knees up, Mother Brown. Woo! Wiggle, wiggle fingers right up to the sky. Wiggle, wiggle fingers, wave them all goodbye. Thank you so much for listening to stories. If you want to keep up with everything we're doing here, you can like and subscribe. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye-bye.